Alright, I'm working on the expedition right now, and after I finally got that to start coming off, that started coming out. That definitely isn't good. But what happens when you forget to put antifreeze in it? I'll show you the rest of this tomorrow, or if I remember anyways. I'll have to do another video on that. This is just a little bit of an update anyways. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this crank pulley off. Alright, well I got the pulley off and it's still just pouring oil and water. I'm hoping it didn't damage nothing. I can't really see the screen. I'm just trying to get the best shot I can of that. Some good stuff. Alright. You know what the problem when your oil pan's pouring water too. Straight water. Hope nothing's rusted completely in there. That would suck. I just drained out a whole bunch of water into that thing. Water and oil. It ain't looking good. I got the timing cover off. Apparently it did blow a freeze out plug. I don't know where it goes though, not right now. Timing chain guide, both sides did break. I might not have to do a head gasket, but we'll see. This side's in time. That's in time. That side clearly isn't. That's the mark right there. But both sides of the timing guides broke. That right there, and then that right there is the side of this. But you can see the bottom of the timing guide right there. I'm sure something went into the oil pan, so I'm probably gonna have to pull the oil pan. But there it is. Finally took apart. I just hope the valves ain't bent, because if they are, I'm pretty sure I know what two are bent, and pretty much I might as well just go to the junkyard and get a bunch of rocker arms and a few valves. But that's it. I took a video of, I thought I took a video of pulling showing that the timing cover was loose and ready to come off, but apparently it was a photo. So, but here's the video. Timing cover's off. There's the timing cover. And yes, I put it at that top mark right there, which is top dead center. And then I believe the one before it, right there, is 10 degrees before top dead center. I'm not sure, but that's what that's set at. That's in time. That one will be. Hopefully this ain't gonna be more of a job than what it was. Alright, so after further inspection, I'm not sure if you can see down in there very well or not. Let's see if I can move this timing chain guide. Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, see that hole that's right there, pretty much. Yeah, that little one right there, that is where the freeze out plug come out. So I believe that is how it started getting water in the oil, because this one's here, there it is, and then this one is still there. But that other one that it was down there, which I removed it obviously. But let's see if I can get it in this. No, that ain't it. Man, it's hard to direct this camera. Yeah, that right there, I'm pretty sure. So I can get a better angle. Yeah, that's where the freeze plug popped out, so maybe it didn't blow a head gasket. But should I do it anyways, or should I just put some stuff in it to temporarily hold it off? Obviously, you want it done right the first time. I don't know, should I? I'll debate on that. I mean, it's my stuff. Something fails, it's on me. So don't copy after what I do. If you're doing anything and you have the money and the time and feel like doing it, then obviously do what you need to do. But this is my junk, so I'll do what I want. If I do it, I'll do it. Just more content. If I don't, then something I can do later on, possibly. But I'm not exactly sure if it did or not, but there's a chance that it didn't, so I might get lucky, or I might just do it. I don't know yet. I'll see. I've got a trip coming up soon, so I could also put some stuff in it to keep it from happening, like I said, but then again, there's always that chance of it happening anyways. We'll see where I get. Hey, for all I know, it could be just about to go, or it could have already been done, just like the, there's 4 bolts to that power steering pump. So I can get into the other one. There's one right there, little hole right there. Okay, there's one still, there's a bolt still left in it at the bottom right there, and then there's 2. The third one wasn't in it, so I don't know if it was already done or not. So, I don't know. We'll see, I guess, when I dig further into it. Alright, so apparently I only have like 13 minutes of video worth on my GoPro right now. Basically, this crank, where this keyway is, needs to be pointing straight up, because I have to turn this the same position, or at the 11 o'clock. This is supposed to be at 12 o'clock, but the passenger side I need to put it, I think 11 o'clock. I have to double check, but I need to have this at like 12 o'clock position so it doesn't hit the pistons and bend a valve, possibly bend a valve. Right now it's at top dead center. You don't have to buy the tools for this. If you want to do it easy trick way, I guess you'd call it, is, like I said, put this crank at 12 o'clock, turn this to where the chain link meets up, and there's a dot at the bottom of this crank pulley right here, and then there's a mark at this one and the same mark at this one. Just line the chain link colors up to that, and it should be in time. Obviously, if you want to double check it, you know, just make sure they line up, make sure they don't hit, pistons and valves don't contact each other. Pretty much that's all you really have to do with that, and then you can turn it, if you want to, you can turn it back to top dead center. Honestly, you could literally throw on the timing cover on it, and then that right there will tell you top dead center on it or whatever. So basically that's an easy trick to doing that, rather than have to spend 50 bucks to buy the tool to line it up with this keyway right here, and then I think there's another tool that keeps these cams from turning, but I mean, if it's at 12 o'clock position and you got this up here and all the chain links meet at exact right where they're supposed to be, obviously they can still roll and whatnot, but even if they roll, if it's in the 12 o'clock position, it's not going to hit a piston. It shouldn't anyways. But do this at your own, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of it right now, but anyways, that's an easier way to do it. But I probably should have done that before I did this and took off the timing guide, but honestly, this one ain't kicked none, and this one still got tension on it, so I'll probably go ahead and do that real fast. Alright, so pretty much what I did was exactly what I told you. Put this at 12 o'clock, I spun this backwards, it was starting to kick on me at first, so I wrapped the chain around it, kind of held it, put a little bit of tension on it, that way it would help a little bit, but made a sound, but I believe it was just where it kicked back real fast. But I didn't feel no like tension really, besides, you know, pushing a little bit more, and I guess it started to open other valves when it did that. I didn't feel nothing, I didn't hear nothing like unusual, like something just I guess hit. Maybe, I don't know what that would sound like when you're turning it over anyways, when it kicks, but it's still out of line. I just turned it backwards some, so that should be okay for now. I'm just going to leave this at 12 o'clock just in case. But you seen what I did in the time lapse there, so hopefully everything's still good. I'm not doing a head gasket on it. I don't see a point in doing it right now anyways. I'm just going to get a freeze out plug and pretty much put it in there. I know if you want it done right, do it right the first time, but honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But even if you're in there, obviously, I'll probably do it later on. It's almost about time for it, I'm sure. But I do need to clean that out. I just realized that. I forgot all about going and getting that part today too. I don't know if I can use the old one. I just might while I'm here. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil pump, obviously, because I'm in here. But that's about it. And, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get the rest of us took apart. But you seen what I did there. Same thing here is the same thing here. I mean, it's just two different sides. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I believe, is what that is. Or it's supposed to be 11 and 12, and then I don't even know what that is. I'll have to put the time cover on it and see. It's probably 11 o'clock too, I'm not sure. But anyways, most likely I'm going to drop the oil pan too, make sure. I'm sure there's stuff in there, because I mean there's stuff in this teeth right here, so I'm just going to drop the oil pan anyways. I can't even get all this plastic stuff out of these teeth. The teeth look fine, obviously, or not obviously, but sometimes people replace them anyways, but I'm just going to do it, I guess, the cheap way. Look at that. All of them broke, every one of them. But, well, I'm going to get to changing the oil pump. And basically all you do is, when you slide this off, unbolt those two. You can do it without dropping the oil pan. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do it like that. Might as well. I'll just do it the way it is right now. So, I've only got so much time on this video, so I'll probably record the rest of it on my phone and transfer some stuff. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alright, well, it's the next day. I finally got it off. There's a very tight spot in certain places. And those bolts go all the way through, so they've got dirt and stuff on them, so it was really hard to pull them out, except for these last two bolts out there. Those are very easy to come out, but there it is. All sludged up and everything. Here's the oil pan. It don't look too bad now that I got it down, but I mean it looks bad with all that stuff right there. Well, time to clean that. Honestly, I'm not even gonna clean that bottom. I'm gonna leave that gasket there and put it back up there. I'll probably clean this though, the bottom or the top of that. But I'm not even gonna clean that. I didn't even clean the transmission filter gasket. I didn't even pull it off. I left it up there because it stuck to it just like that. It ain't leaked yet. Well, I'll get this cleaned up. Well, you see what I see. All those plastic pieces down there, all the timing guide pieces. All those little bitty bits. I'm definitely glad I didn't just leave this on there and try to start. I mean, well, yeah, it would. I'm sure it would eventually did something to it, but it ain't too bad. Not what I was thinking it was gonna be, but either way, it shouldn't be like that. Obviously. Hopefully nothing went bad, because I never even drained this. It's hit the whole winter like that. Only time I drained it is when I pulled the timing cover off and pulled the radiator hoses off. That was it. And just let it sit like that for a while, because I didn't have time to do anything with it. Well, I'm gonna get started cleaning this up. Get it back on there. Alright, so after more inspection, further inspection, just to be sure everything's okay. The filter's full of plastic guides. Back here. This is exactly why you want to pull your oil pan, just to make sure about it. Piece right there. You definitely don't want that blocking up your oil suction. I got the oil pump bolts, the two right there, out. Pulled it down, those are 8mm. I'm inspecting this thing, everything looks okay and good, but other than that, plastic and that, everything looks alright. Make sure nothing's backing out, nothing's broken, anything like that. Okay, so I got the old oil pump off. It was actually pretty easy. I can't really see things shining in my phone. Anyways, it was pretty easy to pull it off. Like I said, 8mm bolts right here. Push that down a little bit, and I had to turn it sideways and kind of rock it out. But there it is. I don't know if you can see any part numbers or not, but if you can, there you go, I guess. Come on. Well, anyways, all you really gotta do is look it up. It says, I think it's the part number 060805 or 0330 0609 0330. That's what it is. I'll repeat that again. 06090330. But that's it right there. Pretty easy to come out. It's back of it, obviously. Front of it. I can't believe there's only 3 bolts holding that in. There's one, the top one, and then that one, and then that one right there. Well, it's technically 4, but that one right there is on the bottom of your timing guide on the driver's side. But that's the way that one sits. That's the way that one sits. That one didn't move at all. This one I had to move backwards, and it's sitting in place right now. I still need to get rocker arms, 2 new rocker arms put in there. But other than that, it's just basically just ready to clean and pretty much put back together. Alright, I get started on cleaning everything, I guess, unless I've missed something. I'll re-inspect everything. I always re-inspect everything, double check, triple check, sometimes even quadruple check, just to be sure, because you definitely don't want to be pulling those heads after you just did this job, unless you already need to. In my case, I don't really need to, but and if the timing cover starts leaking, it's not, wherever it leaks anyways, it's not gonna be a big deal. These are fixed rubber gaskets. It ain't like some kind of weird piece you put there. Besides right here at the head, I mean, if you want to put some silicone stuff there, you can, obviously. You do at your own risk, basically. That's what I was trying to think of in the other video clip that I had. Do at your own risk. Don't do what I do. I'm not responsible for your stuff, obviously. So, like I said, do at your own risk. If it works for me, I'm sure if you use my way, or not really my way, but the way I done it anyways, obviously if I'm okay, you should be okay, unless you have other issues or problems with something in your motor. I don't know. I don't even know for sure if these heads haven't blowed, but I'm going to give it a shot and take my chances on it for now. The timing kit and everything for this was basically timing kit, oil pump, and the new water pump. Was, I don't know, I think it was like 89 bucks online. So I wasn't in too big of a rush to get it fixed, but obviously I have it when I need it. I'll probably be driving it a little bit. The only reason why I'm still kind of needing it, besides this problem, is the intake where the thermostat is. They have a problem with leaking there, so I'm going to have to make the gaskets since I can't find them right just by themselves or whatever. They want you to buy the intake gaskets for this, and I guess you have to buy the whole intake for the thermostat gaskets, and I'll show you that when I do that. But I mean, I didn't really have to tear that off. Well, I did, but clean everything, all the junk out and everything up here too. So, well, hopefully this thing will be running by tomorrow. I'm gonna say by tomorrow, sometime by tomorrow. I still gotta pop that freeze that plug back in there, go get a new one. I gotta remember to do that today. I'm probably gonna do that here in a minute, but that's where I'm at. Alright, so I got the parts in this box. Timing chain, water pump, and oil pump. Here's the oil pump. These are the, I don't remember actually. Oh, water pump, that's the water pump. Timing chain and everything's at the bottom. So, I'm gonna get this thing, this oil pump, opened up and get ready to be stuck on. You'll see what that looks like and when I get it on there and everything. There's a new O-ring. I might as well change that. I mean, obviously you're supposed to, but I don't do everything I'm supposed to do either. So I've not done things like that for years. So, but that's open. I'm gonna get that open and going.